Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a video just talking to you guys. I did my makeup and just kind of talked. I had so much to talk about because I haven't filmed a video since I told you I think it was like almost 2 months ago when I had my surgery, and I told you guys I was going to follow up. Well, now so much more has happened since then, obviously with this new coronavirus, and it's just crazy how the world is at a standstill right now and nobody knows what's going to happen and we're all stuck in our home. I just wanted to jump back on and start my videos again. It's just so much has been happening in these last couple months. It's crazy. Every time I want to start a video, something weird happens, and this is obviously the weirdest thing ever. It's crazy, it's scary, and it's weird that the whole world's going through it. So I just hope that everybody's safe, and if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Basically, we're going to be doing a talk through on this because there is a lot obviously to talk about. I did film a makeup video like 2 weeks ago, and I realized my computer was broken. So I'm waiting for my computer to come in, but I just decided to go ahead and film this now, and I'll just edit it once my computer comes in. And the reason I'm telling you that is because I was gonna like kind of talk through what I was gonna do, because I'm doing that technique with the eyeliner in the crease. It's called the pencil technique, which was actually developed in Ukraine. A lot of makeup artists over there that actually do competitions do that technique. It's kind of a little bit made more easy now with the whole shadow with the concealer cutting your crease, but this is how it originally kind of came out. And I actually used to follow a girl. She went by Nirina years ago. I'm talking about like when my son, I was still pregnant with my first son, who's now 11. I used to watch her. And now she goes by Svetlana Viznuk, I believe. I'll link her YouTube channel at the bottom. I don't know how she doesn't have like so many followers, because she's amazing. Like when you say makeup artist, she's a makeup artist. She literally creates art on the face. So that's the kind of people that I like to watch. I definitely don't do this technique all the time, so I'm in no way like even perfected it at all. I just try it once in a while when I'm going out or whatever. So I was gonna kind of I did a little video on it, kind of saying what I'm doing, but now I'm not gonna do that because I just wanna talk. But basically I will be using the pencil to basically carve out the crease and blend it out and then add the shadows. So I just wanted to put that out there because it is different than what I would normally do for shadow, but I just wanted to do it because I did that technique in my last video, and I posted a picture on Instagram before that, and I had a couple people saying yes, they wanted me to show a tutorial on it. Well, I have so much more to talk about that I didn't want to you know, just do the technique. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start. I am just gonna put a little powder on my lids really quick because it does help with the pencil to glide on. So I'm gonna use this pencil, and it's from Cascade of Colors, which is actually, I got it online years ago. I got 2 browns and 2 blacks. So I've had this forever. So I don't know if it's even available anymore, but it's just because this type of pencil is actually made for this technique. So it's different than, sorry, I'm gonna turn off my fan. I just realized it's on and it's probably causing a lot of noise. But I haven't found a really good pencil to use for this technique besides this one. So that's why I'm using this. Anyway, just make sure it's really sharp. Okay, so I wanted to just start out by talking about, and I hope you guys can see me because I have to use my little, let me see, I have this little handheld mirror in front of me, and I have to kind of get close because I'm doing my eyes. So I basically wanted to talk literally about, the funny thing is, I started out wanting to talk about was when I had got my surgery done the end of January. I have been wanting to make a video and follow up with that for so long, and then my computer crashed on me, or at least I thought it did. So I brought it into the shop, and they looked at it, and basically they said nothing was wrong with it. So I went ahead and tried to do another video, and I had no footage. Like, I could not find my footage. So I basically posted like a little Instagram story type of thing, and I was just like, you guys, I know the last video I made, I was gonna, you know, let you guys know how my surgery went and everything, and I felt like that people would start thinking, what the hell happened to her? You know, I just like fell off the face of the earth. You know, I said I was gonna have my surgery, and then all of a sudden I wasn't on here anymore. And what happened was my father-in-law had passed away the week after, like a week and a half after I had my surgery. So right when I was right about ready to go back to work, and I was gonna film a video right before that, right before I went back to work, my father-in-law passed away. So I had to take obviously a few days of bereavement from work and go to Boston. So that kind of hindered me from making a video. And but I jumped on. I was like, okay guys, I'm, you know, ready. And oh, and then I was also mentioning the fact that I had my surgery done the end of January, the 22nd actually. And let me just tell you that my surgery was really good. I mean, I had no complications, knock on wood. You know, and hopefully nothing happens, you know. I had no complications with the surgery except for the fact that I have diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes. I got it from pregnancy. And so the day of my surgery, my doctor, or actually it was the anesthesiologist, he came into my room that morning and he was like, you know, we almost had to cancel your surgery. He's like, because your sugar levels were so high. Because the night before my surgery, I had to fast. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, I got off work that night and I was like, hey, let's go to dinner because I might not be able to do anything for the next couple weeks or whatever. I don't know how I'm gonna feel, blah, blah, blah. So me, my husband, and the kids went to dinner, and I had food that I probably shouldn't have been eating. And then I didn't test my sugar to see how it was that night. So the next day, I had to be at the surgery center at like 6 in the morning. So I just didn't even check my sugar to see where I was at. And I did not realize that it was as high as it was. And he's like, we almost had to cancel it. He's like, and it kind of gave me a wake-up call, like, oh my God, I literally have to take my diabetes seriously. Like sometimes, like when you have this, you know, disease, like, and I didn't have it for my whole life. I just got it during pregnancy. So it's kind of like I don't even realize I have it. It's not like, I don't know, it's hard to it's kind of hard to explain, but when your sugar is really high, you know, you feel really tired, you feel like, you know, but when your sugar is really low, you feel like you're gonna faint. So it's just like a balance of like trying to, it's very hard to try to keep your sugar levels balanced. And unfortunately, I'm not a very good diabetic because I have a huge sweet tooth. So it's really hard. Like I, you know, cheat a lot. Well, after this, like I literally was like, that's it. You know, this made me wake up to the fact that like I'm older, you know what I mean? I got this, you know, not old, but I got it, you know, not as a kid, so I'm not used to it. But you know, the older I get, the worse it's gonna be as far as like, you know, regulating myself and keeping myself healthy. So I decided from that day, it was like a wake-up call. Like, so good thing I had that surgery, because literally my doctor like scared me straight, like, you need to take care of yourself. So literally throughout the recovery process, which by the way went amazing, like I didn't have you know, a lot of pain. I literally like was on the pain medicine for a couple days, and then like within like I think day 4, I literally was weaning off my pills. I was not taking, you're supposed to take them like every 4 hours or whatever. I was taking them, you know, like half the day and like one a day. It was like crazy. Like I just wasn't in, or maybe I just have a high tolerance of pain. I don't know. But I just literally was like weaning down really quick. You know, was having a really good recovery. And then my doctor was just like, you know, make sure you test your sugars every 2 hours, because with pain, you can actually, your sugars can go higher. So it really made me start really paying attention to what I was doing, you know what I mean? And to how I was taking care of myself. So it was actually, like I said, it was a good recovery experience. I didn't have the pain that a lot of people go through. So I was very lucky. And another thing, thank God I did it. I found out afterwards that the set that I had in there was part of that recall. They were like what was it called? The textured implants. Oh my God. I had no idea. And when my doctor, like, when I saw him the next morning for my, just like a follow-up, he's like, you know, we had, you had those textured implants in there. And I was like, what? And like I told you, I had them in there for like 18 years, you guys. So, but I never had any problem. He's like, did you ever have any kind of like blurred vision or any kind of like a reaction? And I was like, no, you know, and here I had him in for that long. So I was very lucky that I got him out. So all in all, it was very good that I had these done, because it kind of gave me a wake-up call on my diabetes, and it also gave me a new set that wasn't dangerous. So pretty crazy. But anyways, like I said, the recovery time was nice, but then I literally had the bad news that my father-in-law passed away. So we had to go to Boston for his funeral, and it was just really sad. And then comes the time that, like, my brother passed away 3 years ago, and that was 2 weeks after my birthday. So it was just a really rough time, that whole time right there. So every time I tried to start making a video, something would happen. And it was kind of like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, I'm not meant to like post a video. And you know, like, you know, when you're trying to gain followers and you're like not posting videos, it's definitely not good. So I kept telling myself, okay, I'm gonna post one, you know, but it's like, you just have to sometimes you just have to be in the mood to post a video, you know what I mean? And then hi, look where we're at now. Like, I literally was like, okay guys, I'm gonna post a video, and we get struck with this coronavirus. And then I'm sitting there thinking like, what the heck am I gonna do a video for on makeup? You know, what's the significance of that? Like, it seemed like every time I was gonna post a video, the timing was just not right. It's like, do I post a video and be like, oh, you know, hi, blah, 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 here's like a little makeup video, but my father-in-law just died. And then it's like, and then this happens, it's like, this is not important, you know what I mean? The reason I'm doing it now is because obviously, we are sequestered in our house for God knows how long, you know what I mean? And I have like literally been trying to find stuff to do, and I'm just like, okay, so maybe I can make a video, you know? So luckily I do have something to keep myself busy. I do have 2 small children, so they're in school, so we're doing like a homeschooling thing, which I actually did homeschool my oldest son. We homeschooled him already from when he started school until he was, he started his 4th grade year in public school. And that was just something that we wanted to do. My husband works from home, and so it was really easy for him to be able to homeschool my son. You know, we did the online K-12, and it was really good. But then when we had our second son starting school, it's just too hard. How are you gonna homeschool 2 kids? You know what I mean? It's just too much. And then to top it off, the work gets harder as they get older. So yeah, you can definitely homeschool 1st grade, 2nd grade, even 3rd grade. But as it started to get more, it's like, wait a minute, now, you know, the work's harder, you know? So it's kind of funny. So it's actually, and now that I'm having to like do all this homeschool stuff for the kids again, it's like, I appreciate the teachers so much, you know, for what they do every day. It's amazing. But anyways, going back to this whole, you know, stay in place, it's like, it's really hard, you know, like as much as I love having all this time with my kids, never known what it's been like to be a stay-at-home mom. Now I do, you know, I'm like I'm home every day with them. You just like wake up and you're like, okay, what do we do today? Like, you know what I mean? I've tried to take the kids out. We've taken them to the park, and we've walked around the golf course. It's like we're constantly trying to find stuff to do, but you know, we do have the school has given us assignments now through the internet, which is really nice to give to the kids. But you know, the whole thing about staying away from everybody, it's so weird. Like my son's like, you mean I can't play baseball? And I was like, no, are you kidding? You know, and it's really sad. I mean, I have a little sister and my mom that live here in town, and I can't even go see them because, you know, we just can't be around each other. You know, so you can be around the people that you're already with at home. But my mom is older, so obviously I can't subject her to anything if for some reason, you know, we caught something. Thank God I'm feeling good. My husband is good. My 2 kids are good. So we'll just have to see, but you can't be around anybody just in case. So when I was at the park the other day and my husband and the boys were just kind of throwing the baseball back and forth, my little one kept throwing the ball so hard and I was like, stop, you're gonna like, you know, throw it too hard that it's gonna like roll and have to go race and catch it, right? Well, he ended up doing that and he rolled it so far, the guy that was playing basketball caught it and threw it back to my husband, and my husband caught it with the mitt, and I was like, okay, now you can't play with that ball anymore. Had him put the ball on the ground, and I carry Lysol, like the little Lysol cans with me, which I've had. I used to keep it in my car, but now I keep it on me. And I literally like sprayed the ball. I felt so bad because I hoped the guy wasn't watching me, but I literally sprayed the ball with Lysol, and I had wipes that I like wiped it all up, you know. I'm like, I can't, you know, normally on a normal day, but like, hey dude, thanks, you know, and just start, you know, throwing the ball back. But I was like, no, you're not touching that ball anymore, you know. And that's just so sad, like how, you know, that's how life has become, you know. Like I literally like go to the store now, and I was like, first I was embarrassed. I'm like, but I don't care. I'm gonna wear a mask and I'm gonna wear gloves, you know, to this. But then it's like now everywhere I go, somebody's wearing a mask and gloves, you know, if they have them. So I was like, okay, I don't feel bad anymore. You know what I mean? So what a life we're living right now. It's just so weird. So I just don't know how long this is gonna last. And luckily I work at a job where they're actually paying us right now. So I'm working from home I work in retail. However, we're doing stuff from home that's gonna keep us where they'll pay us, because it's kind of like training that we're doing, online training, which is good. You know, we can hone in on our skills or whatever. But I am blessed that I have this job, because some people unfortunately are losing their jobs. So who knows what's going to happen. But all I can say is right now, thank God I still have my job. So I've been at my job for 10 years. So hopefully that, you know, is a positive thing for me to keep my job, you know. Yeah, it's just really scary. Kids are out of school, and now they're talking that we don't even know if they're going to go back at all for the rest of the year. Because if you think about it, if we're off for a couple months, by the time, you know, they go back, school's already almost ending for summer break, so they might as well freaking keep them out of school. So who knows what's going to happen? All I know is this is just the most, I don't know. I mean, who in the world would have ever predicted this that this could happen? Do you know what I mean? Like, wow. I just don't even know what to say. I don't know what the future is going to hold. And the weird thing is, my husband's like, you know, when we're trying to find stuff to do, it's like, it seems like you're the only one going through it. Like, but the whole world is going through it. You know, I'm talking to my friends online, or, you know, I'm texting my friends back and forth and be like, so, you know, what's going on? And it's so weird that everybody's going through it. So I don't know. I just hope that this whole shelter in place really does make a difference, because I mean, how could it not? How could it not be a good thing to not be around other people? I mean, I hate it. Like I said, I'm not around my mom or my sister and her family. My twin sister lives in California, so it's not like I'm, you know, I can't see her anyways. The weird thing is, here's the kicker. We were literally supposed to be on vacation this past weekend. We were going to Disneyland. I had a 4-day weekend, had already had it planned, and we set up our, you know, we had our Disneyland trip already planned, had our hotel room already set. We were supposed to be there. We were supposed to leave here on the 19th, and we were going to be in Disneyland the 20th and the 21st, and then come back. So obviously when all this started happening, we decided that we weren't going to go, you know, like, well, let's just do a staycation, you know, we'll just stay at home. And we live in Las Vegas, so sometimes we'll like take a little trip down to the Strip and just kind of get a hotel and just pretend like we're tourists. And that's always like a fun thing if you don't have anything to do. But then Disneyland closed down first. We're like, whoa, thank God we didn't go, you know, or we canceled our trip ahead of time. And then the strip closes down. And I'm like, wow, now everybody's on like a staycation, you know what I mean? You're stuck at home. But obviously it's so ironic that this is all happening in the season of Lent, which is so crazy to me, you know what I mean? It's like, wow, I don't know how all this, you know, happened, but anyways, what else? I mean, I don't know what else everybody else is doing to stay sane, because this is like literally like a nightmare. Like literally you wake up and you're like, is this true? Did the whole freaking world just shut down right now? Like, it's so weird, you guys. Like, what the heck? No idea what's gonna happen. I know I've been listening to the news. I never watch the news, just to let you know. So if anybody's ever asking about worldly stuff, I would be the last to know. But I have been religiously waking up and watching the briefings and wanting to know what the heck's gonna happen. So you can kind of see my fillers on my cheek when I put my highlight on. Did you see? It's like, I mean, it's not really that noticeable, like as a, like, oh my God, look at, like I never really had to tell you guys I was doing that, but I can tell like a difference. It's like, you can definitely see a little bit more, like it's not as flat. So I really am happy, and it's something I will definitely do again. I think it's supposed to last for like a year, so I'm happy about that, but I definitely will redo it. So I'm super happy I did that. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of shimmer in my eye. So anyways, now, like I was saying, is now we're just kind of figuring out like, what are we gonna do, you know? What's gonna happen? I don't know. I know that I've been watching a lot of TV. I've been on TikTok a lot because I haven't been able to make videos, so I've just been having fun on TikTok and Instagram just to have fun and keep myself busy. But like I said, it's kind of crazy that the whole world's going through it with us. So like I said, I have been wanting to make a video for over a month now, and it's kind of crazy that I feel a little bit uncomfortable filming a video when the world is like going through this. However, I feel like social media is an amazing thing to have right now when you're like not, you know, just to stay connected with everybody, right? You know, like right now I can't see my sister in California, and I love seeing her family do like little TikToks and stuff, and I know that they're safe. So what would we have done if we were back in the 80s when I grew up? It's like, we didn't even have phones. Like, wow, like, we're lucky that we're going through this at a time of where we have what we have, right? I mean, definitely would have been a different story if we would have been living in the days when I grew up. I think I really want people to know that I'm not like, you know, posting videos or posting like Instagram stories and stuff. And some of them are funny. Like I see these little memes on, you know, Instagram, and I repost them or whatever just because it's funny. But believe me, I know the severity of this, and I think it's just important to keep your sense of humor and stay like positive. You know, if we just succumb to this tragic thing that's going on, like we can all just be so miserable. I have to focus on the fact that I have to continue doing the reason why I started this video. This thing is literally like was a tribute to my brother, and he literally told me to do this. You know, he said, you know, it's something you love to do, just do it, you know. And so I listened to him, and now that's why I started my channel exactly 6 months after he passed away. So it's really so challenging just to try to keep going every day and be positive when you had so much negativity happen in your life. But I'm a true testimonial to the fact that, you know, bad things happen, but you can always make good out of it, because I've had a lot happen in my life, and I definitely would have never pictured this, you know, happening. I don't know what's gonna happen, you guys, and nobody does. But I just feel like if everybody just sticks together and, you know, it's happening for a reason, and and I feel like, well, it's happening and we just have to stay positive. And that's why I'm decided that people might think, oh, why is she making a video at this time? Well, this is my way to keep my sanity, I guess, you know. I literally haven't worn makeup since last Saturday. So it was my last day of work. And I was literally like, okay, I need to wear makeup today. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and film a video, even though I don't have my computer yet, so I won't be able to edit it. I think it's supposed to be, I think it said it delivered today. But I'll probably go pick it up tomorrow. So yeah, let's just try to stay positive. If everybody just follows the rules, you know, then hopefully this will end, you know, sooner than later. You know, if everybody keeps, like, you know, all those young spring breakers that were in Florida just like totally disregarding what's going on, because they have no, you know, sense of like the urgency of what's going on, and they think that they're invincible, and then coming to find out that it's not just the elderly that are getting that are dying from this, you know what I mean? So they need to be responsible. And so I think if we all just do our part, we can get through this, hopefully sooner than later. And yeah, I probably sound all over the place in this video. Sorry, like I said, this is my first video in over a month, so I have so much stuff going on in my mind, obviously. But anyways, I'm gonna turn off the camera, put my lashes on, put my lips on, and do my hair, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so that's the end of the video. I really was all over the place on that, so I won't even know until I edited this video what the heck I was talking about. But I just wanted to jump on camera and talk and get back into making videos again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope everybody stays safe. Please stay inside and just follow the rules until this is all over. And I just, you know, pray that everyone will be safe. And until my next video, thanks for watching.